The auto industry for several years now has been coping with huge change, brought on in part by the internet and a more empowered consumer. Scores of .coms have come in attempting to offer technological solutions, but they've tended to add cost without really attacking the core inefficiencies in the industry. Perhaps the biggest problem today is the disconnected nature of the retail value net. You've got islands of information. You have the car companies, the auto dealers, the service industry, the financial institutions, all using separate systems. What is needed is much tighter integration. Integration is exactly what the auto retailers are looking for. Someone who can pull all this information together seamlessly and help them maximize their profits and productivity, improve their relationships with the car companies, keep pace with technology, help them to retain their key employees, build stronger relationships with their customers, and finally, leverage the internet.
I mean, everybody knows now they have to deal with it, and they've tried to ignore it and it hasn't gone away. So now what they're doing is they're really trying to figure out, well, how do I do this? I've got 52 .coms that are out there coming in and trying to get a bigger piece of my wallet. I don't know which one's right. I'm just a car seller.
Dan Knoll says that during a meeting last year with Reynolds Customer Advisory Board, one of the customers summed it up best.
He said at the end of this 4 days of looking at all of our new technology and talking to us about what's going on and how we're trying to bring more value to our customers, he said, you know folks, he said at the end of the day, it's all about integration. That's the thing that we are most looking for, because that's the thing that gets us out of having to worry about technology and the training and whatnot. We know we need it, but we don't want to worry about that. We just want to sell cars.
Reynolds' sales force is getting that same message from the customers they face every day. Bill Bach says the days of going in and selling a computer box or some forms is in the past.
What a lot of dealers are looking for is more of a single source. And single source isn't just single source inside the four walls of the dealership. It's single sourcing everything that they can. Just like we at Reynolds and Reynolds, we're doing everything we can in order to control our costs, to identify where they are, and maximize our investments. They're doing the same thing. So if they can come to Reynolds and Reynolds and have our forms agreement in place, have the in-house system in place, have all of the training, have different ways in order to manage sales cycles and leases. You know, they like single sourcing. They like to have a relationship with their account manager and with their companies.
This year at NADA, Reynolds is presenting itself as the company that can pull these solutions together. One of the most recent examples includes Reynolds' acquisition of DealerKid.
That again filled a tremendous hole in our total CRM suite, which was enabling the dealers to take all the leads that came into them, whether it was from the internet, whether it was from a walk-in from the front door, or whether it was from the phone, and put those all into a database that they could use and mine and keep the customers coming back. So that was a tremendous way of integrating the different leads that they were getting into one place and using our Era 3 with Consumer Reach system to be able to take that database and mine it and get back out to the customer with the information they need.
Another example is RaySource, an e-commerce business that will soon be launched. RaySource will enable dealerships to do a better job of supply management when it comes to ordering their forms, office supplies, and other essentials for running a dealership. It's an offering that addresses very specific needs expressed by the dealers.
What they said was, hey, to be able to buy forms for rentals on the internet, that sounds great, but if you could bring us a convenient one-stop shop, so we don't have to deal with 15 different suppliers, get 15 different invoices, you know, go out and get in the car and go down to the Staples down the road. If you can bring us a single application that allows us to procure all the products and services that we need to run our internal operations, brings that all in a single application that we can get to 24/7, that's a home run, and that's exactly what we built for them.
Building dealer websites is what Automark does, and one of the key differentiators in the marketplace is the ability to integrate the websites they build with Reynolds systems.
Everybody knows in this business that the amount of data is enormous, and whenever you can integrate it for a dealership like an F&I or parts or service or body shop, right now internet departments are sitting out in a silo. They're not integrated at all or very little with the DMS systems. So I was a big fan of us joining forces with Reynolds because I felt like in 3 years from now, I think they'll all be integrated. I think we'll see that will be the new way it's done.
It is indeed a new Reynolds and Reynolds. One of the challenges we face, according to Knowles, is that everyone in the organization recognizes that.
You know, we've got to recognize that we're trying to change not just how the customer and how the customer's needs are being met, but we've got to change our own attitude and our own approach to the marketplace and learn how to lead from an integration story. And again, coming back to that brand equity, being the leading provider of integrated solutions to help our customers manage change and improve their profitability is absolutely critical to being able to do that. And then we use the technology and our superior services to show exactly how that happens. That's absolutely key to our success, and it's the one thing I think that really truly can differentiate us in the marketplace versus any other provider that's out here.
Reporting from Las Vegas, Maury Williams for Rock Video.